What's up YouTube, Gemini 13 here, back with another motor airplane review. Today we have the JetBlue Airways A320 in the 1 to 400 scale. This is the newest JetBlue Tailfin in the fleet. The name of it is Highrise. And a little bit of the backstory about it is, well, if you're not familiar, JetBlue is based in New York City. And obviously, I'm sure everyone's familiar with New York. It's the biggest city in the United States. And there's tons and tons and tons of high-rise buildings there, so that's kind of where the name came from. It was just inspired by their hometown of NYC, so that's kind of where they got that idea from. The tail is really nice. I think it's a good JetBlue over the past few years has been adding green into their tails. Prism has green, Tartan has green, and now Highrise has green in it. And a lot of that has to do with their Mint product, which is the basically just the first class version on JetBlue Airways, but better. They like to name it as Mint seating. A lot of people like to call it Mint class. It's not called that. It's just Mint seating, like even more space seating, and then you know, just your regular seating area in the main cabin. But yeah, that's where the green's been popping up. Kind of like the orange when they did their new uniforms a couple years ago. Orange was popping into a lot of stuff. Not necessarily their airplanes, but just what the company employees were wearing. They'd have a hint of orange. The only tail that does have orange is the barcode. But yeah, we will go ahead and get started. This plane actually used to be barcode before they repainted it to Highrise. And something cool about this plane was, in particular, 537 JT. I actually, when we had the Airbus for a little bit, for like 3 or 4 weeks or so, back in June, I didn't see any paint schemes flying to Charlotte, unfortunately, which is no big deal because I've seen one before out here, so it's whatever. But I did see this plane in particular, the Highrise 537 at Charlotte, so it was actually the first Airbus I went out to see because I was in Pittsburgh with family. So I did see this airplane. I actually have some really nice pictures of the aircraft itself, which I put in the video just to, you know, to see it in real life, and then obviously the model version of it. But anyways, yeah, so that was really cool. I believe it's this year JetBlue is going to start putting the higher density seatings on their planes, so I think it's going to be like 165 instead of 150. And that should be starting in the third quarter of 2017, if I'm not mistaken. But currently all the Airbuses for the JetBlue, the 320s, they all seat 150 people. They have rows 1 through 5 are even more space seating, and then rows 10 and 11 are even more space seating, which is the emergency exits. All aircraft are fitted with Wi-Fi, which is the fastest internet in the air. Actually faster than my home internet sometimes, depending on what's going on, which is good. So it's free if you've flown JetBlue, or if you haven't flown JetBlue, it is free. You can pay an additional, you can pay money to get even faster service if you're trying to stream movies or something, but you don't. I mean, if you're gonna watch a movie, just pop it on the TV in front of you. But I mean, that's just me personally. Anyways, some noticeable details, especially for the 1 to 400 planes. They get a lot of stuff in. You have the name right there, red, white, and blue. Have the Fly-Fi logo. It's crazy they can fit all that in, and all the little wording on the first door is there. Their mold is a lot better now. I'm trying to let me get an old plane here. I got a dots right here. Now this is like one of the original A320s models. This is mid-2000s came out. You can see how much of a difference there is, like, in terms of detail. Like, some of the same stuff's on here, but like no antennas and no extra little itty-bitty details. But so they've come a long way with the Airbus mold, and honestly a lot of the molds in general, like the 737s and whatnot. But then you have your TV box / Fly-Fi box up there, always representative. And then they actually just came out with this in the 1 to 200 version. And Gemini Jets, you guys are making me broke because I can't be spending money, but you keep making nice JetBlue planes, so I can't pass up. But I'll definitely have a review of that coming, the Highrise, whenever it gets shipped out or something, the 1 to 200 scale. If I would have known that it was coming out in 1 to 200, I probably would have not have gotten this, just because I prefer 1 to 200s more over the, over the 1 to 400 scale, just because of detail. And if I'm going to spend money, I'd rather get stuff to put on my desk and just look at. So here's the bottom, you know, nothing different. Detail is still there, the gear doors, the stands there, the beacon is there, and then the Gemini Jets logo. And then on the side, we kind of, you know, you got the baggage doors. And yeah, this is the IAE engine. JetBlue doesn't do CFM, but yeah, this is a great plane. You know, next Charlotte update, I'll have this in here just because I saw this earlier in June, and then I haven't had a JetBlue airport update yet with the Highrise in it. So I'll just take a look at the box real quick if you just want to see it once we focus here. So here's the box. Nothing, you know, nothing earth-shattering here. But I always do like Gemini Jets. They do include a little background information on the 320, Airbus in general. And they've always done that, which is nice. And here's the back. Yeah, I hope to make it out to Vegas this year. Penguins, I'm not a huge Penguins fan. I always try to throw in like a little, just a little something. If anyone ever notices, like either pucks or Charlotte stuff or something with one of my sports teams. So I'm a huge Penguins fan. Family is originally from Pittsburgh, but I'm trying to make it out there because Penguins play the new Vegas team in December 14th to be exact, and it's just an excuse to go out there before I go back home for winter break, and I kind of want to try to do that and hit up the airplane shop and not break the bank, but come away with at least a plane or two. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the JetBlue Airways A320 1 to 400 scale version of the Highrise Tailfin. Thanks for watching, and new videos will be coming soon. Thank you.